Welcome back, right? When I went down Paul's and done this video, I made a small mistake. So in the first part of the video, you might notice like, you don't see this part of my face. I set the camera up wrong. It was just one of them things, it's just a mistake. I'll sort it out for the next one though, but enjoy the video. I just wanted to explain, that's all. Enjoy the video.
This is a clean thing, mine, isn't it?
I used to own this.
Did you?
Yeah.
What miles did you say is on it?
8,800. God, you sat in it.
It is. Do you want to leave that there or do you want to pull it out a bit?
We can leave it there, can't we?
Aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Right, fellas, welcome back. We're going to have a look at the unfortunate bashed RS500. It's all been stripped now, Paul, pretty much, hasn't it? There's still, I can see there's still a wing or something to come off it.
Yeah, it's all, we've taken all the damaged parts off it so we can see where we are. So obviously now all we've got to do is, it's got to go down to body shop, be put on the jig, where everything's pulled out, because obviously you don't just rip all damaged panels off, you pull everything straight first to try and get everything as aligned as you can.
Right.
And then obviously put it on the measuring system, check it. If anything needs pulling across, you pull it across till it measures up perfect. Then once you've got all the chassis and everything and you're confident it's in the right place, that's when you start to take all the wings, damaged front panel.
I didn't know that, man.
Yeah, you always leave them complete till you've made sure it's all lined up correctly first. You can use a lot of the old panels. You can pull on them to realign other panels, you see.
Right.
So it's just easier to do it that way.
So it doesn't look anywhere near as bad, really. It doesn't, once you see it, once all the crack bits and smash bits are off it.
They never do they? We mentioned that, didn't we, right at the start, that you look at it now and you think, well, it's cosmetic damage, but you know, there's still quite a bit, but nothing that we're not worried about. We've got a new inner wing for it.
Are you going to put your inner wing on?
Yeah, we're going to put a new inner wing in that side. We don't want it fillered or anything like that. It wants to be done properly. So yeah.
Pretty solid as well, because they normally go on the inner wings, didn't they?
Luckily it's mint, yeah, there's no rust on it anywhere. You know, you can see, it's obviously just a bit of dirt, but it's absolutely rock solid, which is a bonus, because it's not worse than trying to straighten an old car and it's rusty. They're trying to weld up bits, and so yeah, luckily she's absolutely rock solid. So new panels on front end, and should be great.
Alright, but it's nice to see how it's coming on.
Yeah, it's getting there slowly. It took a bit of time, obviously, for the insurance company to send an assessor to look at it, but he agreed, you know, with all the estimate we did. He was happy that the parts we said that he needed. He was happy that we had all the brand new parts for it, because that was the biggest worry, as it is for any insurance company.
Getting the parts?
Yeah, that's what frightens them with these old cars. You know, they're relatively cheap to insure, but when it comes to an accident, it's not paying for it that's a problem. It's where do you get the parts from to fix it. So
they are quite cheap to insure, mine, considering what they're worth.
So, yeah,
like exactly. I paid 250 quid insurance on mine.
It's balmy, really, isn't it? You know, I mean, when you think what these cars were to insure in period, you know, and bits were available from a Ford dealer then, so they were expensive to repair. I think the problem was then everybody was stealing them. So they were paying for a lot of parts all the time, but now with that, as I said, the assessor came and he said that was the problem. You know, the car's value clearly puts it in a position where it's worth repairing, because the repair cost is nowhere near what the car's actually valued at. It's just, he was pleased that we had the bits on the shelf to fix it.
Thanks for having us down as well, Paul. Have a look at mine. But if you want to see the progress of the car, don't forget to subscribe, and we'll catch up with it maybe in another 2 or 3 videos, hopefully. Just see how it comes along and see it at the end result, which will probably end up like, can we show them that one, Paul, outside?
Absolutely, yeah, no problem.
So as you can see, this is what the other one will hopefully look like when it's done.
Hopefully.
Yeah, we'll do it.
Yeah, it'll look exactly the same, hopefully, from outside. Obviously, this is only an 8,800 mile car from brand new, so it's pretty mint, but this is what we're aiming for. We're aiming for it to look
sale as well, isn't it? You were saying this isn't your car. It's actually,
you know, well, I say a customer. It's a good friend of mine's car. I've just sold a white one for him that had done just over 9,000 mile. That sold to a collector who lives in the UK and overseas. He's just bought that car and took, well, he hasn't taken delivery. The guy who owns this car has a big storage facility. So we swapped the cars over. This came up from the storage facility. The white one's going back until the guy comes back into the UK early next year. You know, the cars are still doing well. That's just sold for 135,000. So there is still a demand for these low mileage. You know,
Did you have a Moonstone one as well?
He's got a few.
Got a few, has he?
Yeah, but there's a Moonstone blue one coming hopefully next week from part of his collection. He's just thinning down his collection of cars. He's got a lot of cars, and you know, he's looking possibly to retire, I think. So he's selling some of his collection, not all of them, but this is one of his black cars he's decided to part with.
Get a nice little retirement fund, won't you, if you sell a couple of RS500s?
Yeah,
man?
I think you do. If you've got low mileage cars like this one, I think you'll do all right. Yeah, but yeah, if anybody's interested, this is for sale. 8,800 mile, full service history, absolutely original, pristine car.
Can we have a quick look under the bonnet?
Absolutely, yeah. Totally unmolested and original.
Original looking battery with a motorcraft
Well,
battery?
originally they had a white battery on them.
Did they?
Yeah, but you can't get them anymore. There's a few turned up on the internet recently from abroad, some old. I think somebody's actually reproduced the white battery, which is a nice touch to have if you've got one. But that's just a modern, but still on the flat terminals. You see,
mine was when I got mine.
Yeah, they're difficult to get. They all have the round terminals on them now.
It's a shame because I just took a pair of white snips to mine and chopped the. I was surprised I was young at the time.
Yeah. Look, you even get a free cobweb there.
That's alright, that man. Pristine, this mind.
Yeah, it's nice. Very original car, not altered in any way, not molested.
Can we just quickly show people under the bonnet of this compared to a DGR car?
Can, yeah.
So this is a race car, and you can see it's pretty similar, isn't it, Paul? To, I mean, it is like you've got the big turbo, you've got the same rotor cover. It's just obviously it's got some bracing and a few extra pots to.
Well, we mentioned it, I think, in one of the original videos when you came and did the full garage feature. They are almost identical. You know, the same T4, the same 8 injector plenum. Even there, look, the same original plastic header tank. The only difference really to shout about is obviously all the Goodrich hosing with the upgraded breather kit on them, because obviously these engines pushing over 500 horsepower, they need to breathe better. So you get a breather kit on them. Obviously differences on the brake system, so you've got different. You've not got your ABS system on this car. And then, as you say, the bracings for the roll cages, all the boost pipes like there are made out of metal, so they can stand a lot more boost rather than the original rubber ones. Different air filter, but to look at it, that engine is exactly the same engine as in the road car.
It would drop in, wouldn't it?
They fit straight in. There's no differences whatsoever. The way they all go in is exactly the same.
Thanks for that. Cheers, Paul, for inviting us down.
No problem.
I'll leave a link to Paul's RS500 Facebook page.
Yeah.
Paul's Instagram, my Instagram. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to follow along at the progress of Richard's car, the bashed one. And I'll see you soon. Cheers, guys. Cheers, Paul.